Earl Sweatshirt just released one of his greatest albums ever, and arguably album of the year, Live, Laugh, Love. And today I will dive into this album and see how great this album truly is and why I might consider it his magnum opus. To appreciate Live, Laugh, Love, we have to understand the road Earl Sweatshirt traveled to get here. He emerged in the early 2000s and 10s as the prodigious teen rapper of Odd Future lore, a kid with shock value bars and undeniable talent. His 2013 debut album Doors hinted at Earl's shift toward a more introspective, minimalist style, though he still kept one foot in the raucous Odd Future aesthetic. By 2015's I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside, Earl had become the poster child for bleak, insular hip-hop burrowing into raw confession and depression. He then pushed experimentation to new heights on 2018's Some Rap Songs, a lo-fi collage of jagged samples and mumbled poetry that shattered traditional song structures. Each project saw Earl stripping his music down further and delving deeper into his psyche. Fast forward to 2022's Sick and 2023's Voir Dire with The Alchemist. Those releases found Earl bouncing abstract beats with moments of clarity. Still, nothing quite indicated the sunlit disposition and personal peace that would define Live, Laugh, Love. This new album arrives after significant life changes for Earl. In recent years, he mourned the loss of his father, and also became a father himself. With that context, Live, Laugh, Love feels like a culmination. It bridges the experimental sound Earl cultivated with a newfound warmth and focus. It's as if all the pain, growth, and weird detours of Earl's past work have led to this moment of hard-earned contentment. On this new album, Earl Sweatshirt lets some light into his traditionally dim world. The album's themes center on personal growth, family, and the quest for peace of mind. Earl himself has acknowledged the tongue-in-cheek album title started as a joke, yet it carries real weight now that he's a family man. He laughed about the cliche but admitted,
it's like, I guess the joke was on me because it's like, that shit is serious as fuck. Like, if you have kids, like, that shit is not even, like, kind of funny at all. If someone says live, laugh, love, and you have kids, you're like, exactly brother.
That quote sets the tone. Earl is embracing the basic joys of life, living, laughing, loving, with a sincerity we haven't heard from him before. Fatherhood looms large over this project. On Heavy Metal, aka Ejectosado, Earl paints a surreal image of seeing his child in a dream.
2016, I had a dream of my son crawling around on the ceiling, and I had never seen them.
It's a striking verse that captures Earl's desire to build a secure, loving home. Likewise, on Tourmaline, Earl delivers what amounts to a gentle ode to his baby daughter. Over a looping string sample disrupted by little yells and coughs, he half raps, half croons, "Both my ears are ringing with your love,"
Ringing with your love.
directly addressing his child. The mood is still abstract and dreamlike, but there's a clear undercurrent of love and hope that wasn't as pronounced in Earl's earlier work. Spirituality and self-reflection are also woven into the album's fabric. On the opening track, GSW vs. Sack, Earl sounds almost cheerful as he declares, "Every day, I lace my cleats and give him praise. Get your head in the game."
Yeah, every day I lace my cleats and give them praise. Get your head in the game.
That line, delivered over Theravada's warbling, funk-infused production, shows Earl grounding himself in faith and purpose. In the same song, an audio clip chimes in, "What you running from? Yourself."
What you running from? Yourself?
A bit of humor and wisdom that nudges the listener towards self-awareness. Throughout Infatuation, Earl continues reflecting on lessons life taught him. Gleaning what I can from what I have amassed.
Gleaning what I can from what I have amassed.
The low hum of hunger had my stomach singing a song of sadness.
The low hum of hunger had my stomach singing a song of sadness.
Tonight we dine in where?
Tonight we dine in where?
In just a few bars, he references past struggles and contrasts them with his current, more fortunate circumstances. Now let's talk about the production. If the lyrics have brightened a shade, the production on this album remains richly experimental. Earl enlisted underground producers he's close with: Theravada, Black Noise, Navy Blue, Child Actor, and himself. The result is a dust-textured canvas of woozy loops, chopped samples, and off-kilter drums. At 24 minutes long, the album is compact, yet it's dense with musical ideas. Sounds warp and glitch unexpectedly, rewarding close listeners. Forge rides a haunting harpsichord-like motif that repeats until it burrows into your brain. Live starts with bright synths and echoing drums, a deceptively accessible vibe before the beat subtly fractures, forcing Earl to switch his flow mid-track. These disorienting shifts give the album a surreal, dreamlike quality. One notable aspect is how Earl's voice is foregrounded more than on some past projects. On some rap songs, his vocals were often muddy. Here, his words cut through more clearly, even if the beats still swirl unpredictably. Static, produced by Black Noise, is one of the sharpest moments. Over crunchy drums, Earl drops a barrage of cultural references: Sing Sing Prison, Chappelle's Game Blouses line, Prince, and Future's Thought It Was a Drought. It's dizzying and delightful. Crisco layers relentless raps over gospel-like vocal samples, and the closer exhaust features the spectral voice of Erykah Badu drifting in the background. That cameo gives the outro a soulful grace, ending the album with calm resolution. Standout tracks GSW vs. SAC, a cheerful, faith-driven opener that introduces the reflective tone. Tourmaline, a lush dedication to Earl's infant daughter, balancing beauty and messiness. Static, high-energy wordplay over hard-hitting drums, showcasing Earl at his most triumphant. Heavy metal, aka Ejectociado. Vivid dream imagery mixed with grounded reflections on family life. Exhaust, a weary but soulful closing statement, with Erykah Badu's ghostly presence sealing the journey. Why does this feel like the magnum opus? This album synthesizes Earl's entire artistic evolution. It blends complexity with clarity. It marries his experimental tendencies with heartfelt emotion. It proves he can keep his left field edge while opening up about love, fatherhood, and growth. Fans are already calling it some rap songs but happy, and critics describe it as dazzling, detailed, and deeply rewarding. More than any past release, Live Laugh Love feels like the project Earl had to make at this point in his life. It shows the once numb poet finding peace without losing his complexity. It is technical, personal, and culturally important. It's the defining statement of his career so far. In just 24 minutes, Earl Sweatshirt accomplished something remarkable. He let us into his world of cryptic beats and newfound positivity. He turned irony into truth. He showed that after years of darkness, he is finally ready to live, to laugh, and to love. This is undoubtedly Earl Sweatshirt's magnum opus,